Ashutosh is a veteran in the share market. He considers himself an expert of the share market. Any share that he bought rose. In 2002, he invested in Asian Paints. At that time, the share was trading at 18 rupees. He bought 500 shares at 9,000 rupees. Long-term investor Ashutosh gained a lot through this share. His investment in Asian Paints in January 2022 stood at 18 lakh rupees. You would be wondering, what if you had also invested in Asian Paints, then you would be sailing in the same boat. You must also be thinking, what if I invest now? Will Asian Paints continue to perform like this? So, for this, it is important to know the story of Asian Paints. The world was going through a crisis just like right now. The Second World War was going on. The Britishers imposed a ban on paint import in India. So in this crisis, 4 friends found a way to make paint in India. At that time, there were just few paint companies. Champaklal Choksi was 26 years old then. He partnered with Shimanlal Choksi, Suryakant Dhani and Arvind Vakil in his business. After that, these 4 created history. From villages to cities, Asian Paints reached various countries. The company today has 26 manufacturing units in 15 countries. Its paints are used in 65 countries. In India, more than 1.5 lakh retailers are associated with it. Now let's talk about market competition and where does Asian Paints stand in that. Total size of the paint industry in India is 60,000 crore rupees. In this, the organized business has a 70% share. Asian Paints has competition from Akzo Nobel, Berger Paints, Kansai Nerolac and Shalimar Paints. But the market share of Asian Paints is bigger than the combined market share of its 3 biggest competitors. Now what's the reason for its dominance? Its products are actually different from its competitors, but its marketing strategy is also unique. And in 75 years, the company has continuously improved its brand value. Due to this pricing power, the company charges 5 to 10% more than its competitors. Besides, the company also provides services like bath fitting, kitchen and water purifying solutions, color consultancy, painting services and interior designing.
This must have given clarity on the business model of the company. Now let's talk about its share. So, since Jan 2022, Asian Paints shares have not performed well. In the first week of March, it fell 18%. But if we take till 7 January 2022, then in 5 years, it has given 247% of return. So, what's the reason behind this fall? Well, high crude oil prices are creating problems for Asian Paints. Oil prices are sky high and that is reducing the sheen of the paint industry. But what are the company's fundamentals from a long-term perspective?
From debt to equity to cash and other factors, Asian Paints looks strong and a stable company. Not just that, even the promoters have good holding in the company. The number of promoter shares kept as collateral has decreased. For the last 11 years, reserves and surplus of the company have increased. So, is there a buying opportunity? Shares of Asian Paints have fallen 24.5% from its 52-week high. Looking at these factors, even brokers are bullish on this. Money9 suggests Asian Paints has maintained its dominance in the paints market, and even in the future, competition won't create an issue for the company. Right now, prices are low, so investors can think of investing for the long term. Even brokerage houses are of the same view.